Hello SLAPAFISH community, welcome back to another one of things console video. So in this video, I'm going to be driving the AMX 13 SS-11 TCA. So the AMX 13, I'm just going to be calling it the AMX 13 because it's a lot easier. So is the brand new Cold War light tank that comes to Cold War. Also, this is the very first Cold War tank, French Cold War tank in the game for Modern Armor. So also it comes with a very unique playstyle of the tank. And I'm also going to be playing on one of the worst maps for the tank, which is Great Wall. Great Wall is not really good for light tanks, and it's not really good for ATGMs, which this tank has. Now, the uniqueness of this tank, it has a 6-shot autoloader 75mm gun that does 180 damage per shot, that has a potential clip of 1080 damage, so it's 180 damage per shot. Then you also have the multi-weapon system that has a 4-shot ATGM launcher, which has like 660mm of penetration, which is absolutely insane with 1210 damage, but the inner clip reload is 15 seconds, which is fine and very workable, but it's still, like, this is a very unique tank. Like, there's not many tanks that have autoloaders for ATGMs. That is the Hiss, the WZ-122, the Bradley, and now this tank. I may be forgetting one, but I don't remember at the moment. And the only one that has, like, the playstyle like this, it's, like, if you compare this to the WZ-122. Now, the WZ-122, it's a really good medium tank. It's got that 4-shot. Basically, you have a really good main gun, unlike the Hiss. The Hiss has a okay main gun, but the 122 has a really good main gun. And yeah, and you can pound away with the main gun, then blast them with the ATGM. Same thing with this tank. You can come into a fight, shoot them with an ATGM, then unload your clip into tanks. Also, the highest was around, so actually really good in this tank. Do about 300 damage per shot if you can actually penetrate. Now, hello, little RDF. Now, if you're noticing, I'm not using the enhanced target info equipment. And hello, little light tank. Goodbye, AMX 13 SS. And I believe I am wrecked him. Now I'm going to pop some smoke towards the RDF, and yes, I did ammo wreck him because I just ran over the turret. Now, not really doing the best of job of shooting the RDF because I don't have the best shell velocity. I have 1,000 meters per second. The ammunition on this tank is not really the fast. As you can see, the ATGMs are very slow. The standard rounds of this tank is 1,000 meters per second, and the premium travel at 1,125. So yeah, not really of a sniper tank. It really does like to brawl, especially with this kind of gun. Now, we're down to a 3v5. 3v5, done 4,000 damage. Right now I'm putting shots into this object 934. And right now I kinda just want to stay back, try to help my friends out as much as I possibly can, like chewing down this 934. Also, the penetration is not the best on this gun. It's like 200 and something on the standard, 212 on the standard, 231 on its premium. That's a huge jump to his ATGMs at 660mm of penetration. Now it's down to a 2v3. Right now, boop, Mobat, you are dead, and my friend finishes off the M60 that I was actually targeting with the main gun. That's kind of what you get to do in this tank. You can fight 2 tanks at once, sometimes 3, which is the funnest thing ever. Because you have the mobility, you have the speed, you have the concealment, you're low profile, you have the multi-weapon systems, your ATGMs are super powerful, and you have that really devastating 6-shot autoloader gun. Now, I actually play this perfectly. I pop smoke, I wait. Remember, I have a 15-second inner clip reload. I have 1 ATGM loaded, and I just got to time it perfectly. I come out of my smoke, aim perfectly, waiting, and boom, dead. Goodbye, Leopard 1A5. Now that was actually a really good, really nice timed shell. AT gem. Did 6,634 damage. Not the best map for the tank. And it made 330,000 silver. I do 365,000 silver. I do have a 1.5 times silver boost on the tank. So speaking of the boost, this tank has a 55% silver boost, a 15% XP boost, and a 15% crew boost. Also, if you're wondering about what equipment and equipment and skills I'm using, it's going to be the powertrain, traction system, advanced concealment, gun stabilizer, and my crew skills is run and gun, camouflage, expertise, muffle shot, supply conservation, sixth sense, green thumb, rapid loading, born leader, and steadying. But I really should be putting. Oh wait, I do have off-road drive, running gun on it. So off-road driving does not need to be on this tank because your terminal resistances are insanely good. I've rarely seen terrain resistance this good. It's like 0.5, 0.6, and 1.2. Like, that's insane. So anyway, now let's do a map that's made for this tank. Well, this tank would fall into its own. Where this tank could be, it's the spotter, it lights the beam, it can fire its AT gems at long range, and hopefully the enemy team is just kind of sitting out there in the open. Now, did I actually cherry pick these games? No, not really. I've played over 50 games in this tank, and this is usually my normal matches. Like, my normal matches is just like the previous one, doing about 6,000, 7,000 damage a game. I think the most damage I ever did in this tank out of my 51 battles played in it was about, I know it's over 12,000. I think I might have hit a 13,000 damage game. This tank has been a lot of fun. I've been having the funnest time playing this tank. And I've kind of figured out a playstyle I like playing with the AMX 13. Now, this game is before I discovered out that playstyle that's really nice for this tank. So, I'm actually going to explain it to you right now. So, the playstyle I kind of do is like pushing through flanks. Like I said earlier, this tank has the ability to like absolutely destroy tanks and fight multiple tanks at once. And this tank has, like, you can focus one tank down with the main gun, one tank down with the AT gems. Also, you're very fast, you're very small, and you're just continually firing. If you use your smoke accurately, like perfectly, you can absolutely destroy people in this tank. You can destroy flanks. There was a 3-man platoon that was full health. All came for me. It was another AMX 13, a BMP2, and a Leopard 1A5. I took out the BMP2 very, very easily because I knocked him out to like health with one of my AT gems and just absolutely nailed him and finished him off with the main gun. I one-shotted the Leopard 1A5 and put a shell into the AMX 13, which the AMX 13 realized what I had just destroyed his other platoon mates and ran away. And that was like in a minute. And this tank is actually really incredible. It is fun. It is definitely on the more expensive side on the tanks that have recently been released, but it is a very fun tank, and it can definitely carry in its own. Like, it also BMP2s are like the death of this tank because it kind of just starts knocking out your crew. I don't run repair kits. I've been lit on fire so many times by BMP2s. It's been super annoying, but I've been teaching BMP2s who's the better light tank, though. I don't know who's the better light tank, me or the BMP2 or this tank. Also, this is just what this tank can do. It can fight multiple tanks at once. I just dealt with the BMP2. Now I'm dealing with my same. I mean, he was a little late coming into battle, but as soon as he did, like, and here's another one. It's the MCC Platinum with an ATGM. Lit him on fire. Now I'm just gonna switch to my main gun and just absolutely wreck him. Like, this tank could just absolutely just fight multiple tanks at once and destroy entire flanks. There's a reason I have like a 75-77% win ratio in this tank. Because I have realized, like, this tank can actually destroy flanks. It can get in, do a ton of damage with its fire at ATGM, do 1,000 or something damage, finish that tank off with the main gun, then turn around and do it to another tank, and turn around and do it to another tank, because you got 4 ATGMs that do, like, have extreme amounts of penetration. 660, 1,200 damage on average, and it's got the 6-shot autoloader that has a 1,080 damage potential, and it reloads in 8 seconds of how I have it put out. So, yeah, the only thing holding it back is the penetration and that 15-second intercliff reload of the ATGMs. But when you're in the middle of stuff, switching through both guns, you don't really notice it. But anyway, that's it for this video. Also, on screen right now, there's a video. Hopefully it's out right now. But anyway, there's a video on screen right now. You should go watch it, because it's giving you reasons to buy this tank and reasons not to buy this tank. So, yeah, that's it.